I'm unmuted. Everybody should be able to be heard.
Yay.
I cannot test it, or
Hopefully.
you'll get here double. So somebody else test, please.
Yep. Okay, yeah.
Should we be talking?
Probably.
We just kind of all went silent.
Okay. Knowing how they're working, I could hear myself. I could hear Ashton. I could
Okay,
hear
cool.
Nikki. So we should be good. Go. Oh, we don't have the Sigil and Shadow logo up.
Oh.
We'll need to get that
No, I have it. I just...
fixed.
It's under... I fixed it.
Did the ordering get screwed up when it imported?
It wasn't under foreground.
Oh,
so
weird.
It didn't open.
Okay. But there we go. Everybody, Sigil and Shadow is officially our new Friday show. We appeared to have lost like all the viewers we had built up since who knows. But we're back. It is a new season, but not a new season. Like we're not season 2. We're just kicking off beyond the, I guess, prequel of Sigil and Shadow. Tonight, our shows now will be live on Twitch, and VODs you can find on YouTube, where they've been also. We have a whole bunch of stuff for people to be able to get involved, but we'll worry about that once we get our feet wet again. It has been a heck of a hiatus. But
I don't want to get my feet wet. I'm wearing socks.
If I get my feet wet, I'll just get sick again.
Don't do that.
You all are so fun.
Dude.
It's 32 degrees outside. I don't want to get my feet wet either. It's cold.
I'm so loopy.
Oh my god, I forgot I put liquid IV in here. I was very confused when that did not taste like water. Why does this taste like passion fruit? What's happening?
Who are
we? Jeez. Yeah, we're doing great.
We have 7 viewers right now, so we're doing fantastic.
Oh, hey, yay, everybody. It must have been a glitch. We had 7, and then I blinked, and we had 2, and now we're back.
I saw that. It went from 7 to 1, and I was like...
It's almost like Twitch's numbers aren't reliable to resources to look at, and we shouldn't be looking at those numbers.
That is so weird.
Considering it doesn't count it sometimes if you're just listening to the audio but not watching.
It's rude.
It is, considering I really liked listening to audio without watching while on my phone.
This character takes notes. Oh, hold on. Okay. Listen, I got an Apple Pencil, not to brag, but like now I'm actually gonna like pay attention.
Wait, you're taking notes?
I am. I love this for us.
I love this.
I actually have 2. I don't know where my other one is right now.
Because
I had one, I lost it. I bought another one as soon as I got my second one. I found the first one, but now I've lost the first one again.
Are you talking about Apple Pencils?
I'm taking notes, and I'm very concerned.
If anybody gets an iPad they don't want and an Apple Pencil they don't want, and they want to give it to me, that'd be great.
Well, I
second that.
I used to take notes all the time. I
used to draw pictures instead of taking notes.
No character I've played on this show like takes notes, really. Maybe Eva, but that was like so long ago.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Alex for sure takes notes.
Let's get this party started.
I was gonna say, are we ready to begin?
Sure.
Probably. Maybe.
We only open with one of you. The Sigil and Shadow begins again. Delilah, you don't remember how you got here, but you are standing in the middle of a street in a small town. It is quiet and empty.
I will try and look around me. get a grasp at where I'm possibly located. I mean, this was not the lucid dream I was expecting, or whatever this is.
Give me a logic plus investigation. I'm going to assume you're trained in investigation.
I know, like, none of us were except for Alex at one point.
Sorry about that. Getting some of my stuff.
Fine.
Um, yes, I am trained in investigation. So that is a 60.
And what is the number you're trying to beat or trying to roll
Or
under?
sorry, I haven't rolled yet. I'm trying to double check because I'm. All right, I had to double check because I couldn't remember if it was willpower that I got advantage on or if it was logic. But it is willpower, so let me get this started off. Oh yeah, no, that is a total miss. I got a 97.
All right. You find this place. You don't see any signs. It appears to be almost trapped in the early 1900s. There's houses around you, but they're all deserted and dilapidated. Everything is rusted and corroded. And then you hear laughing.
Don't like that.
That is when you wake up.
Is it like daytime or is it one of those like 3 a.m. dreams that like it's
It
still
is
dark
4:44 in the morning.
All right. Jinxie kind of will prowl up and I will just kind of like pet her head and just say, "It's okay. Just a dream. Just another weird dream. This is great. Sure. I guess it's going to be an early morning." As Delilah gets up and wearing these like 1940s, almost looking like one of those like long like old Hollywood robes with like the furry like sleeves. Her hair is set up in um, what look like almost like soft curlers. And she just starts letting those out as she gets up for the day, much earlier than she had originally intended.
As Delilah is getting up for the day, it's 4 a.m.
Almost
Close
5.
to 5. Yeah, almost 5 a.m. What is Mars doing?
Mars is, I think over the last couple of weeks she's gotten up earlier and earlier every day, and she is starting to get ready to go for a walk around the neighborhood as 5 a.m. is approaching.
What with Mars waking up so early? What is Mercury doing at almost 5 a.m.?
Mercury's asleep
All
for
right,
probably another 4 hours.
That's
I
valid.
figured at least one of you was going to be asleep.
Definitely
What?
would have been up, probably researching with Alex something. Maybe.
Yeah. So basically having crashed researching.
I mean, it seems like what we did every single episode, so it
True.
sounds like a reasonable assumption.
Alexandria, where would we find you at almost 5 in the morning?
Oh, well that's when I'm usually like ready to go for the day. I only need about on average 3 hours of sleep. Um there's just so much to do, you know what I mean? So I think she has like an open book and she's just pacing around a kitchen. And she's waiting for like a kettle to boil.
Did you crash
Her
at our
kitchen,
house?
I was going to say her kitchen or Mars and Mercury's kitchen.
Um uh it was probably Mars and Mercury's.
All right. I was going to say, we're establishing
Yeah.
characters right now.
Yeah,
The
she
details say a
I
lot.
think she spends an equal amount of time cuz she has it's wherever the research that she needs is. So if it's like a little bit more on like the magic side, she'll stay at Mars and Mercury's house. And it's like she doesn't have a key, but she'll be in there. Um and or if it's like archaeology and like, you know, like professor shit, she'll be at her own house. But yeah, I think she's at Mars and Mercury's. She's looking up like tomb curses, like yeah, like opening of burials and
Yeah,
like
for no reason at
oh,
all.
no reason at all. She's just interested.
Uh-huh.
I think Mars comes out like with her sneakers on and like jumps a little bit at the sight of somebody up this early because she's like, what the fuck? And then she realizes it's Alex and it's like fairly become a normal occurrence at this point. And it's like, the kettle's about to boil. I might want to grab that before Mercury wakes up.
Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Did you know that like the curse of like, you know, Tutankhamun's tomb, of course it was cursed, but like was it actually cursed? Because like did you know that a lot of people like actually did die like right after that? Because like that was insane. And it was like a lot of them were from mosquito bites, which is like something that like actually King Tut like had like he got bitten by like a mosquito and like it was like a big thing for him. And so like a lot of people died by being bit like by a mosquito. Isn't that crazy?
What if the mosquitoes just kept breeding and maintained the same diseases that they had the entire time inside of the tomb and then just bit the person as they
That's
opened?
exactly what I'm like, but when that's insane, right? Because like mosquitoes they're bugs, right? And they die like pretty quickly, you know, like they're not going to be like it's not going to be one the same mosquito is going to like be the same mosquito unless it's like a really like cool like invulnerable mosquito that like we don't even know about and it's like a completely new species and like we could name it after like Howard Carter.
Why Howard Carter?
All right. And with
Because
that, and with that, Delilah, what are you doing after you're done getting ready?
Um, Probably we'll put the kettle on, like, general, like, early hour. Like, I'm not gonna be getting up and going for a run quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but, like, just lounging around the house, probably has an old book out, um, is just spending time with her cat, making a nice breakfast. Probably will make enough that she can bring it to Mars and Mercury because heavens know that they don't cook. So it's the
All right.
only source of nutrition they're probably going to get for the
I'm
day.
offended by that. I have nutrition every day with pizza. It has bread, cheese, and tomatoes.
dude, don't call me out like this. You can't. It's
We have our
I'm calling
first.
myself out.
We have our first interaction. Someone using channel points bought a table assist, which is going to go to. Unlike normal sigil and shadow, since we have interactions, we will also have a bone pile that'll be separate from all of you. That will only fill through things like channel points. Every 100 bits can buy an assist. Things like that. subscriptions give everyone an extra bone that can go above your limit. But for now, you have 1 bone in the community pile. Okay.
Do you want me
so,
to put like bone counter?
we can work on that stuff right now. I have it over here, but yeah, eventually we're gonna have to keep track of bones.
How many bones can you take?
I'm sorry, these are group bones.
Don't be greedy, guys. We gotta share.
It's a group bone.
Moss, you're muted.
Damn it. I said I'm pretty sure that's just called an orgy.
God, get your
group
get your
bone?
head out of the gutter. I wasn't thinking about that.
All right.
Just non-sexual regular bones.
100%.
Now
What?
we are
What's that thing
also
people say? Sorry.
we're also opening where, since you guys were researching on everything, you were working on a case before. Like, you're wrapping up a current case as well. Sometimes we'll come in media res on cases. So
Sweet, get paid without
who
doing any
wants
work.
to roll for what case you guys had been working on over hiatus?
Not it.
All right, Delilah, roll a d10.
Okay, great. I'll just keep rolling. It's fine.
What's going on? If
It's a
we're all not
10
wearing
or a
socks, does
1.
it count as a group bone?
1. Oh. Okay. Delilah, you were currently wrapping up a job because it literally says the AI has your guys' names and stuff put in here now. So sometimes it will call you out specifically. But Delilah was consulted to help a family that inherited an old antique shop.
Yep. Oh yeah, never good.
So that is the stuff you guys are currently wrapping up today. We'll say, it even says in here, hold on. The shop was haunted by a poltergeist.
Yeah, that tracks.
That was a fun fight.
I know you got to use your shotgun so much.
I know.
You did a great job.
Assault rounds are great.
We would all be dead if it wasn't for you. So thank you.
You're welcome. Glad I could assist with my shotgun skills that I've gotten to shoot twice.
No, it's happened like a ton of times off camera.
Yeah.
So many times.
All those off camera. Even like when it wasn't
Almost
necessary.
Like 12
Yeah.
unfilmed cases.
Yeah.
Definitely when it was unnecessary. She tried intimidation via shotgun and it worked wonderfully, and then she got yelled at by her sister and therapist.
Okay. So people have gone on their morning runs. All of that has moved forward. We're later in the day. Delilah, at any point, do you get in touch with everybody else, or do you finish up the job you have on your own?
I will get in touch just to check in, see what needs help, as well as like just my usual. I probably would have had help with this job, so probably just getting like whatever paperwork collecting so we can make sure everything's done by the book. Meet with the family one last time, that kind of a thing.
How far is Delilah's from Mercury? Is it Mars's place? Do we establish that?
We have never established that, so that's up to you guys.
Can it be within like running distance that's like an abnormal amount of running time, but like not so abnormal that it's not impossible?
That's fine by me.
Is that where you walk every morning at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, I walk to go have breakfast with my therapist.
Oh, okay.
An awkwardly walkable distance.
But she like speed walks because she's not quite at the jog level yet. And also big tits, big boobies, and jogging don't work great. So
yeah.
So she arrives at like probably 6:45, 7ish, depending if she has to stop and I can't breathe. So much running. Too fast. Okay, I'm dying. Why did I decide to do this instead of drinking? This is a stupid idea. And then she talks
That's
herself
fine.
back
You can
into
give me
running.
a strength check, actually.
No, that's my worst skill.
I love how it's not. Let's leave earlier. It's like, how fast can I run and not run?
I failed.
Yeah, so you are a sweaty mess by the time you get to Delilah's.
That's fine. I was planning on changing anyway. Somehow.
Do you like
You've got
frequently
jogging
run
clothes
to
on, and then you've got like
Delilah's,
a.
or is this like I happen to run by the building?
No, I think she's done it a couple of times and been like, "Good morning, you want coffee?" type of thing.
I'm outside.
You up? Question mark. No, she does not send that.
With a fail, it's just like you get a text that says coffee question mark as Mars is outside next to a tree dry heaving.
Can't catch her breath. She says, "Okay, you'll catch your breath before she gets out here. It'll be fine. You'll look great. The sweat, that's fine. It's natural."
There's just like a meow that comes out, like as like both Delilah is like on her porch and Jinx just has her head cocked on like one of the
Hey,
porch
yep.
chairs.
Oh, that's a stitch. Okay. Oh, hey.
You all right?
I'm great.
It's-
I'm great.
Okay.
You have water?
Well, yes, it's in my house. Come.
Okay. And walks over, trying to do that thing where they're not breathing heavily, but they are. It's like, it's okay, I got this. Oh god, this shirt's sweaty. Brings it out before going inside.
Delilah will get out a glass and pour some water into it. It's a nice chilled water.
Nice. As you pour the water, Delilah, I need you to make a willpower check,
Dun
Okay.
dun.
which Delilah's actually really good at.
Yes. 4% out of 60.
Okay.
So
The water has this kind of like pull, like the sound of the water running and filling creates this almost like hypnotic state. Where you disassociate for a second before coming to.
As the water's overflowing just a smidge.
Yeah, like it's the water's gonna be overflowing the cup, but the cup's in the sink, so it's not a.
It's not even it's tap water. It's not even like refrigerator water.
I was planning on it being like a refrigerator, like a spring
Yeah.
water type
I'm
thing.
sure she has a filter.
Yeah, those have catches on the bottom.
But she'll just shake her head, take it out, and just say, "Here, I have lemon wedges and like lime and
Oh
things."
god, no. No. Citrus is gross.
I see.
AKA Nikki hates citrus, and therefore so does Mars.
Wait, what do you do with tequila?
That and limes are fine.
Okay. I had to be
Citrus
sure.
in most situations is gross.
That's not citrus, that's tequila.
Did I notice the zoning out?
You could have.
Do I need to roll or no?
You could have noticed. I mean, you don't have any other information.
Okay. You good? You were just like zoned out there for a second.
Oh, yeah, fine. Just been a early morning. I'm impressed. You've been really taking the exercising to clear one's mind to heart lately.
Well, I learned that if I stay up late, I am more it's easier for me to fall into the habits of drinking again. So I realized if I just go to bed really early, I don't get that urge because I'm busy and then I'm sleeping when I get the urges and then I wake up and I just leave. Because if I stay in the house by myself when everybody's sleeping, then I'll also get the urge to drink. So,
Well, those are good changes that you're making. I really, I'm very impressed. I know it's been a hard journey, but you've been doing an amazing job.
thanks. Yeah, it's been interesting. Uh it's been weird, but it's been interesting.
It's never a easy process for whatever challenges, but I'm I'm glad that you're finding ways to fill time. And like I said, it's if there's anything I can help with. You've been doing great in therapy lately. Um, you've actually gotten closer to what I would say to the graduating out of the uh, emergency level that you came in at. So,
That's cool. Cool. I'm gonna tell Mercury that so she stops saying I'm not doing well in therapy.
well, everyone can improve, and just because you are doing well doesn't mean that you should stop. It just means that you aren't at risk, and you can change how you schedule things or anything as far as that is concerned. So,
Fair. Valid. That makes sense. Why does water taste so good when you couldn't breathe for like 20 minutes?
probably because you're dehydrated.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I should have known that. Don't tell Minerva that I said that. She would make fun of me.
I will not. Uh, you know my feelings towards Minerva. So um, the antique store case is wrapping up rather quickly. Uh,
Oh yeah, that one
we
was
just
fun.
we just have final meeting and figuring out a plan for the family going forward to help do cleansing of that area, especially since they intend to keep the antique store open and adding new things and new wares. So,
The
job well done.
the um the oldest daughter, did she get injured from the poltergeist in the last night? I don't remember.
She did. More so, I think there was more mental injuries than anything. I think that it kind of seeped into her mind a little bit
Uh,
that last night before we were able to cleanse it.
okay, I just
Uh,
want to.
she
I'll look.
wasn't fully possessed at all, but enough that she's the her mother called me and said that she was having trouble sleeping, and so we're trying to get her set up to uh, start seeing me in the next couple weeks.
Do you mind if I go with you when you go check or say do the last checking? I just wanted to check up on her and make sure that there weren't any physical issues.
Of course, by all means. I'm planning on going there this afternoon.
Cool.
Um,
I don't know when Mercury's waking up. They were up studying with Alex last night. Alex was already awake doing more research. I got a whole slew of information about Egypt today and pyramids and mosquitoes. I don't remember anything that was said after that, but
yes, the
something about
mosquitoes.
Robert Carter, was that the name? I don't know.
Uh huh. There's like a small smile as like she kind of grabs the teapot and is setting it up like mosquitoes,
All
and
right.
is filling it for another round of tea.
Yep. So we cut back. Alexis, how is it that you
Who?
end up Alexis? Alexandria.
She's a little bit Alexis.
A little bit Alexis.
Alexandria, how do you end up waking up Mercury?
I think Mercury. I think just Mercury wakes up and Alexandria is like standing over her with a book. Um, and is just like in the middle of explaining like this whole mosquito conspiracy theory she's coming up with. Like just like right in the middle of it. Like she did not even check to see if Mercury was awake when she started. Um she's just going off and like assuming that Mercury heard the whole thing. But like that's
Yeah.
because like that's the crazy thing, because like I think like maybe we don't actually know how King Tut died, right? So like if it was like because of a mosquito bite, like it could have been like a mosquito borne illness, and like wouldn't that be insane? Because like then like a mosquito was the one that bit like Howard Carter and bit all the people who like found like who opened up the tomb, and so like it could be like the mosquito could be like a huge thing that like it could be a curse, but like or it could just be like a crazy coincidence because like that happens all the time in history and in archaeology. Like you would be so surprised how many like conspiracy theories are actually just like like a
What if
coincidence,
it's
and it's
West
like
Nile?
what?
That's for mosquitoes, right?
Yeah,
West Nile virus?
it is. Yeah.
What if that came out of the tomb and that's what killed them?
Well, I'm gonna write it down, but we do know what killed. We know what killed the people who entered the tomb, who opened the tomb. We know it killed them.
Is it like bacteria? It's been a while. This is
I imagine this entire thing, Mercury's still laying on their back
Yeah.
on the bed.
yeah.
Yeah.
as
Mercury has been falling
Alexandria's trying to
asleep
bug them.
around dawn. So Mercury's very tired.
I also think Mercury's like bundled up still, like head half covered by the blanket and just like peeking out with it under an eye.
No,
is like
Mercury's completely just like half off the bed.
okay.
No covers. Barely clothed. It's pure chaos.
Yeah, like I'm gonna write down all your ideas for sure because they're like definitely like something. I mean, but like some of the things we do know for sure, um, like what killed Howard Carter and all of this stuff. But like still, like it's like really interesting. If it all goes back to West Nile, like what if King Tut died of West Nile? Like
That's wild.
that'd be insane. I mean, like he might have. It could have been the chariot accident though. We don't know.
You could write one
So-
of those fancy papers on it.
I've already
Moving
written 3.
forward in time,
I love that for you.
at what point do people meet back up? At what point does Mars leave Delilah's? Do they leave together to go somewhere? Or is it one of those where we don't get everybody back together till talking to your clients?
This really depends on how long Alex talks about.
That's
she'll
as-
go all
Tut
day.
for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
so-
a reason we're cutting.
Yeah, she'll go all day. Are we all invited to this
I
wrap up
believe so.
session?
Mary did start choking,
Oh, jeez.
like coughing.
I'm good.
What if you guys leave your breakfast and come get us? Because otherwise, this is just going to be King Tut all day.
But it's like so interesting because
And
like
this-
we still don't know
Mercury is
like, for sure
falling
how he
asleep but
died.
enthralled.
You probably would have gotten a call around 11. Not knowing when when Mercury would wake up. She definitely would have called around 11. So
All right. I presume before 11, Mars has left Delilah and gone home, but I don't know with you guys.
She probably went home to get changed and like showers
Mhm.
because especially since she got super sweaty.
Go get changed. Alexandria's still talking about mosquitoes.
Yeah, just like
I'm not really sure if Mercury's actually awake or just sleep talking at this point.
and Mars sneaks in to go shower.
right. Is there anything you do before everybody meets up, Mary? Is there anything Delilah does in that time then?
After Mars leaves, I think that she's going to double check on why she's been a little bit more spacey, like do like a quick like check over like magically as something somehow bound to her
Okay.
is like I think it's one of those moments of trying to
Yeah. So is
check
this
in.
a ritual you're doing, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I think it's like basically like a Vita ritual.
Yeah. But you don't have channeling, so you have to do it as the
Mhm.
full. All right. You have how many ranks in Vita? One. You have a
Um,
rank in
I have a
Vita.
rank. Yep,
Okay, cool.
I have more than just training. So
Yeah. Cool. That means you get up to 3 failures. Give me a Vita roll.
okay.
We're not going to worry about the level of magic on this because you're just kind of scanning yourself. Doing
Uh,
something really rudimentary.
so this one is 42 of 70.
All right. All right. You give me a second roll.
This one is 70, so that I don't know whether that is a fail or not.
That matches, which means you will actually no, because of the difficulty modifier, it will fail. All right, give me a third roll. You'd be at a 60.
45.
All right. That is 87 total. We need another roll.
51.
Okay, yeah. You are able to do some low magic, just kind of introspective scanning of your life. And you find yourself standing in the middle of a street in an empty town. What do you want to do?
Um, I am going to look around, and as like I'm scanning, I'm just going to say, I see it's the second time I've been brought here. I'm assuming something wants help. Doubt something that wouldn't want help would have brought me here. So, what is it you want?
So you're going to reach out and try and communicate.
Yeah.
Give me a social check with willpower.
All right. Trained. So. 20 out of 60.
Flickering in front of you is the spectral image of an older man. He's old for like 1920, which means he's probably like in his 60s, and it's a rough 60. But you see him clutching a notebook that you're going to recognize because it looks very similar to the kind of notebook Mars and Mercury carry around that was their dad's notebook. It's this like leather bound, like old scrabbled together one. And he says all he's able to like get out is it was never finished. And you will wake up with one word in your head: Warren.
Um, I'm going to just kind of like shake it off for a minute. Jinx just climbs into my lap, and I think it's just like paws up at me, of like that the head tilt of "Are you okay?" And I think there's just this moment of like Delilah is very much in control at all times, but there's a
Mm-hmm.
moment of fear that kind of washes over um, as she then gets up, gets dressed for the day, and is going to beeline it to Mars and Mercury's after that.
Yeah. I mean, I saw people had reactions while being muted. I believe I was cussed out by someone.
No, that was me going fuck, 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 fuck.
Why?
It sounds scary. It sounds like scary consequences of our actions.
All right. So you book it. Uh Mars, how much are you getting ready for what you think's going to just be like the final meeting with the poltergeist people that you know Delilah's going to be there for? Like, you shouldn't have to fight or anything. This is a, hey, we've solved the situation. We're going to get paid.
She is going to put on a nice outfit because she wants to look business professional-ish and make sure she grabs her medic bag.
All right.
She
You are
does.
about half done getting ready
Okay.
when Delilah arrives.
She does debate on taking her shotgun.
Since Delilah's rushing there. I don't know if you guys have a situation where Delilah would just like come into the apartment, if it's a knock, if it's a call, that's up to you guys.
I guess would they want me to be able to get in easily or not?
Probably. Wouldn't care. Especially if we've been working together for a while.
Well, I'll give a knock on the door, then wait a little bit, then kind of like do a little like snap, and I just unlock the door and open it.
Nice.
Uh, Hello. Interesting thing just happened as I'm shutting the door behind me. Jinx kind of like gets through just in time. Uh, but she's just going to walk to see where everyone is.
Oh, Alexandria is like both hands on a door frame. She's like, "What did you? Something interesting? What's interesting?"
Mercury's just laying half off the bed, facing the door, just like, what's up?
Oh, well, we do need to finish up the poltergeist case, but
That was so
Yeah,
much
that
fun.
was the Hawthorne family that hired you, by the way, for the poltergeist case.
we do need to meet with the Hawthorns one last time. But do you guys know anything about a Warren or an old town?
Warren.
There was
Warren?
I mean, yeah, but like, what do you mean? Like, any specific?
I heard Warden earlier, and that
Oh.
Warren is
Oh,
less,
now I
less
understand
of
where
a
you're like,
fuck.
fuck. No, Warren.
Warren. Yeah. So, like, what about them?
just
So-
been odd dreams.
Alexandria, you can give me an education roll.
Okay. Oh God, I don't have my dice. I should have.
Because you're our well-educated historian character.
Oh God, no. Oh God. If I were my dice, where would I be? Oh, right here. Education, and I need. What do I need? I know what I need. I know how to play this game. It's fine.
It's a percentile.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
It's 27.
Okay, so that should be below your logic.
Yes.
Being trained in education. Warren,
this?
Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. I thought we were
'Cause that's
doing
where you
Ed and
guys are.
Lorraine.
No.
I thought you were going Ed and Lorraine Warren, and I was like, we're going dark.
No. Here. I am actually going to directly send you an article, and you can pull information you want out of it.
Fantastic.
On because copying from OneNote is stupid, and it turns text copies into. There you go.
Oh.
But the short answer is Warren, Maryland doesn't exist anymore. It hasn't existed since 1922 when they needed to build a bigger dam for the water for Baltimore.
Oh, I heard about this.
And Warren now exists at the bottom of a reservoir.
Okay, what's really interesting, and I don't know if we did this on purpose, guys, but like King Tut's tomb was discovered in 1922. I don't know what that means.
But yeah, the big thing is the fact that Warren doesn't exist anymore. Warren exists at the bottom of a reservoir.
Mm-hmm.
The entire town got bought by the state so that they could build a big enough dam and flood it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the dream I got last night and then today had the town looked like it was in the middle of a, I guess, just set in time. And a man was there, older, 60s, saying that we weren't able to finish it, but had a similar notebook as I've seen you both carry around of your father's. Yes.
Can we check?
Mm-hmm. It looks more like the older one.
The older one.
This is
Oh, I mean, yeah, I would have dropped.
We assume there's no filter on Alexandria for
Yeah.
facts. Yeah.
why don't we check Dad's notebook for the word Warren?
Yeah, you can give me an
Can
investigation
Control F
check.
this?
All right. Your dad has a couple passages because you guys were like Maryland, like kind of Baltimore area hunters. It's not like you traveled across country hunting, you hunted locally. Your dad does have a couple passages about his grandfather because they lost his grandfather at Warren. Or I guess, no, it'd be his father, right? Let me double check my notes.
When you say they lost him at Warren, what is?
Yeah, no, it would be his father. Or no, it would be his grandfather. It'd be your great grandfather. Because that's like 100 years. So we'll say the hunters don't exactly have long lives.
When you say lost at Warren, what do you what do you mean by that?
Wait, would that make it the one that was our gay great grandma's husband? Just
Yeah.
making sure I got Okay, or was this like a different like was this our mom's
No, it'd
mom?
probably
But
be
no,
the
it's
same one
okay.
Love
Cool, cool,
it.
cool, cool.
because
cool,
it'd be
cool,
your
cool, cool.
father's side of the family.
So, like, did he drown?
Just says lost at Warren.
Okay, because like, there's no record of anyone being in the town when it was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that.
Yeah, officially the town was evacuated.
Yes. Um.
Officially,
Yeah.
the town was evacuated.
Yeah.
Oh, did I find something where I could perfectly just put a supernatural occurrence in history?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know the exact year?
Uh no. You know it was before your dad was even born.
Oh, well, if it was before your. Oh, okay. Okay.
And your dad's not 100, so
Did we have a journal or anything for our great grandma? Wait, was Delilah
grandfather.
around during this time?
I realized I
Leave a
was
message,
muted.
Mary.
I was muted when I was talking on the stream. I was muted. So I don't know what
Oh, no.
was missed, but it's fine.
No, because I remember we had some letter or something for the great grandma. Maybe she mentions her missing husband.
Yeah, if I could just get a year where I could
So
figure
I
out.
thought it was your grandma because it was during the 60s.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it
Yeah,
would have
so it
been
would have been her
before
dad.
that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like it's a
Gotcha.
generation before that.
So this is great grandma. No.
Well,
No,
great.
this never
One
mind.
great.
Never mind. I'm good. I got it. I'm following. I'm
Other
good.
grandma just has great for slaying, not for actual age.
Okay.
Slay.
Yes.
So. Okay.
And Mary, I sent you a thing, by the way.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
do you
but
ask her?
how much do
Guess-
we know about? I almost called you Nora. About Delilah's age. Like anything? Do we have we?
I mean, we do know that she was in the coven
Oh,
with
that's
my
right.
grandma. I think we got that much knowledge.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I'd probably ask her.
Poppy called her auntie.
Yeah, I'd ask her. It, how do I go about this? Delilah, how you don't have to say how old you are. Um, but do you in your youth or at any past point did you ever happen to get the chance to visit Warren perhaps when it was dry?
Um, yes. It was a place that I had visited a while ago before the flood.
Yes. Cool. Okay. So d- so hmm. Okay. Okay. And did you happen to? Is there anything maybe that the general public wouldn't know about? Maybe the destruction of Warren, or just the whole area as a whole.
Um, I there's kind of a far off look, and then I think she says, "It's not a safe place. It wasn't back then. Frankly, I didn't make the connection on my dream. Makes sense, but there's a lot of dark energy there. Apparently, it's woken up again."
Oh, okay, that sounds really fun. Okay.
It's woken
So
up again is not what you want to hear.
I
right, so
need
yeah.
Mars, Mercury, and Alexandria to make willpower checks.
Oh shit.
Is it just straight against the willpower?
Yeah, it's a resistance.
I
So
got
it's
a
just
6.
oh, so you pass.
Oh dang it! These are both
However,
these are both
likely
small
lowest of
numbers.
those passing.
33.
All right, that should be below your willpower. So,
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's also a critical success.
That's yeah. It's
oh, that's a critical success
Ooh,
actually.
55.
Ooh,
Is that also
2
critical
crits.
success?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Okay. Those are mouse tools we'll use later. All right. Up to you guys what you want to do. You also have this other case to finish.
Is it on the way? Do we happen to know?
I would highly suggest not going to Warren until we're absolutely prepared. And there's
Oh.
almost like this dark undercut of like sharpness in that response.
Well, I'm not. I'm. I don't even have like any scuba gear on me, so obviously,
Good.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't like deep water.
Hopefully, we'll never have to go.
Okay. Well. Let's not let's not say that, because I mean, you're being. Listen, Delilah. You're super cool, and I love you very much, and like we've had like a lot of great like times together. You're being like just a little bit hostile, which I think you're totally valid for, but like I think that you're like if you have any information, like it would be super great if you could let me know.
Understood. Sorry. And there's like a moment of just her taking a deep breath, letting go. I've lost a lot there. And quite frankly, I worry about what will happen should I go back. So, hostility, I am sorry for coming out in that way. I, quite frankly, didn't add up both of those things before I approached you all.
When because your dream said it was never finished, are we do you think we're talking about maybe perhaps the evacuation of Warren? Is that what they're referring to, or do you think it's something else?
There's many things it could be referring to.
Oh, great. Ooh, great. Oh, we love a good mystery. Okay, fantastic.
But we do have a family in need here
Right.
that
Yeah,
we should
that
take
that's
care of.
definitely that's priority number 1 for sure, for sure. There weren't any tombs that were opened in Warren, were there? I'm on a kick.
There's just like a dead stare.
You know what? I'll do my own research on that. Don't worry about it.
So-
Thank you for your help.
There is a clue I really hope Alexandria comes across.
I mean, there's a few things that I have written down. that I've picked?
No, I have a list of clues, and one of them I really hope
Do
Alexandria
you-
comes across.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you guys are gonna go deal with the Hawthorne family. They're known in the community, long-standing involvement in local business ventures and philanthropists. So they're rich people. They're your basic TV rich people. But yeah, they're pretty shaken. As we've established, their daughter is not doing great. So what is it you go and tell them?
I guess first off, I want to check out the house, make sure there's no remnants, there's nothing new.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation.
Doo-doo. So that's a 9% out of 60.
Wow. Okay. So you do succeed. Looking at it, you don't come across anything else. You guys did this. Odds are you Mercury probably did a banishment ritual since Mercury knows Umbra.
Yeah,
So
probably.
banishing ghosts would be like right up Mercury's alley. So yeah, this house should be clean now.
Once we get inside, I'm gonna talk to the daughter
Uh-huh.
and just double check that she's okay, and I'll let you guys do the talking to the parents.
Yeah, sure.
It is abnormally warm in this apartment right this second.
Delilah kind of gives a nod and says, of course. Let me know if you need more time.
The daughter is Eliza. She's 10 years old. The description that they gave of how she was before being here is that she was bright and curious, has an enthusiasm for exploration and adventure. That'll go real great in a haunted house. It did not. It did not go well. But she's adjusting. She's putting on a brave face.
Mars is going to go up to her and like squat down so she's at the same level. Go, hey, do you want to go in your room and show me your stuffed animals? I wanted to check them all out, and I wanted to make sure that, like, all the bad vibes are gone.
Yeah.
Cool, because I know they're
Okay.
gonna be great, and I know that they're your army to protect you. So we're just gonna make sure they're all tip-top shape for the next. So you are just protected for the rest of your life.
Okay.
And she'll
Now,
like
what are you
basically be
doing?
playing doctor, but actually being a doctor, and just looking her
Yeah.
over and checking to see if there's any actual injuries, like physical injuries that she received. She'll also wrap up a bandage on like a teddy bear or something and put a band-aid on a stuffed unicorn.
Mm, okay. Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Um 10. My medicine is 65.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're doing this, you're helping the kid, and Eliza gives you the stuffed bear that has like a rip in his arm. You're playing doctor and like you wrap it up and everything, but when you unwrap the bear's arm, it's not ripped anymore.
She blinks at that for a second and then see, it's all healed. Not even a scar. He is ready to um he is ready to protect you, aren't you? Yep, he said he's ready to protect you.
I need to add a note to something.
And she looks fine otherwise.
What is the bear's name?
Sir Stuffaluffagens, Knight of the Eliza's kingdom.
Oh, yes, because we need more.
And,
That
and
that will come back later.
And for you, Princess Eliza, is your head hurting? Do you feel any
Right.
pain?
I'm feeling a little better.
Good. I'm glad.
It's not as heavy in here anymore.
Yeah, I understand that feeling. It's really scary. It just feels like you're like being. Think of it instead in the future like of a hug, like a really big,
Okay.
deep hug, but like a good one, not a bad hug.
Yeah, no bad hugs.
No. If you ever feel a not good hug, just be like no, with all your power and all your might, and that should help. AKA, I'm trying to teach her like a warding spell, basic warding spell.
Yeah. So you do that. Everybody else wraps with the hawthorns, which is you're pretty standard. Like we're wrapping up something that happened off screen, pre bug standard family. You guys get your pay, which again in this kind of game for those who are new, we're playing Sigil and Shadow. It doesn't worry that much about keeping track of every dollar. You guys have lifestyles you're able to maintain. As long as you keep doing stuff, you can maintain those lifestyles. So this is just helping maintain those lifestyles. But you're done. This case is done. You guys can wait for another case. Figure like go about. You can celebrate finishing a case. I don't know what you all do when you finish a case. We haven't been successful enough for me to know these things.
I definitely
Oh,
will
we
make
take our socks off and have a bone.
A group bone.
I'm gonna make sure that Eliza is signed up for some sort of therapy, preferably mine. But I will. After that, I will just say to the group, would you all like to go out after this? Do you have plans?
Going out sounds wonderful. I did need you to check your text messages when you get a moment. And there's a text that says, I have a question, but I don't want to freak out Mercury. And Alex asks way too many questions.
I kind of give a nod and just say, well, maybe it's getting to a point where I'm sure restaurants are a little bit busy. If you guys wanted, Mars and I could go try and get a table. Meet you guys there. Does that seem like something that would be good?
feel like this is when the studio audience goes, ooh.
Mercury is suspicious. It pops over her head. Mercury is like, what are you doing? I know what you're up to.
Mercury will remember this.
Yeah.
But if she does get an all clear, because she doesn't want it to be odd, but she will kind of go to her car with Mercury, or not Mercury, sorry, with Mars, and just as she's buckling up, just say, do you need? You said you needed to ask something.
So, Eliza's great, and I was playing doctor and doing the the checkup on her stuffed animals, and there was a bear that had a rip on it, and I put a bandage around it, and when I took the bandage off, it wasn't ripped anymore. And I didn't sew it. It didn't have any sewing, like anything that sewed it. It just wasn't there. Like it never been damaged.
Well, that is concerning.
I mean, I didn't
Can
get.
I make a check to see if I can think of what that might pertain to?
Mm-hmm. That would probably be Logic Arcana.
Okay.
Or Arcane. I always blank on which one it is in this. Arcana. Okay.
66 of 70.
Oh, so a crit success. Yeah, Mars is showing sign of magic. You know, Mars comes from a high magic aptitude family. Like technically anybody can learn the magic, but you know Mercury like is channeling something. The sister died and is still around. And you personally know how powerful their grandmother was as a witch. So, yeah, Mars is just, starting to show signs of becoming a witch. It happens at different times in every girl's lives. It's fine.
I'm a late bloomer.
Oh my god, you're hitting puberty.
I'm so
So,
sad. Period party.
Your voice is gonna start breaking.
Damn it.
Delilah will kind of just look at Mars and just kind of like pull hair from her face like to the side and look at her and just say, I think your block is fading.
The writer's block, or
When you came here, you had a significant block to the metaphysical.
yeah, but that was just to like see weird shit. I've always seen weird shit, but I've never. And that came back. Yeah, that came back like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, well, thank you for telling me.
Oh, sorry. I thought I did.
It is all right. No, Mars, you come from a very powerful family background. Your grandmother was an incredibly strong purveyor of magic. It's in your blood, whether
Oh, you're saying I can cast magic.
I think that you have an aptitude for it, and whether you know you're doing it or not, your intentions are becoming reality, which means you need to be careful. Um, Wonderful thing about magic is we can make the unreal real, but it also leaves us open to things that can feed off of our energy or make us do things and we won't know why, or try and persuade us to make choices and we don't necessarily know what the outcome is.
Interesting. So I can mend teddy bears. Cool.
Means that you might have an aptitude towards healing.
Well, that's good because the one time Mercury and I were in a fight by ourselves, it was like it takes forever to cast those spells. It's just a really long time.
Everything has a cost and a price, and time can be one of those things.
Fair. Cool, cool, cool. That's all I needed to know because I was just kind of weirded out, and I just wanted to make sure, like, the bear wasn't like haunted.
I highly doubt that. We made pretty sure of that. So, no, I think more so that your latent magic is uh, becoming more apparent, and one way or another, whether you decide to nurture that side or uh, quell it, it's going to pop up.
Interesting. Huh. Cool. That's gonna make this much more interesting when you guys are all doing magic shit and I can't drink anymore. So like, I'm just gonna be chilling, but now I can help. This is awesome.
Exactly. It's and you always could help even before. I don't think you realize your potential and your ability to do great things.
Yeah, like I can shoot things really good.
That's one aspect of yourself.
No, that's it. That's what I got.
I think you're putting limitations on what you can do.
All right. At this point, the others get to the restaurant. You guys have dinner. If there's drinking or anything at dinner, you're welcome to do that.
I think Mars instinctually asks for something and then is like, shit, wait, never mind. Water. Ugh. Sorry, still feels gross saying
Diet
I
water.
just
Pepsi.
switch our drinks as she says that. So she has
Alright.
my water, and I'm drinking whatever she ordered.
It's a margarita.
Oh, good. It's not awful.
Yeah,
Cool, cool, cool.
All right.
it was what was on sale.
But as the night wraps, you guys aren't currently on a case. You have some weird mystery stuff floating around that Delilah's like had dreams about, but that's it. Like you have no active case right now. So how
Alexandria
do
is
your
like
nights
has a notepad out
wrap?
and is writing all like just notes about uh Warren as they come to her mind
This is why I gave
during
you that
dinner.
full article about
Oh, that's why I've
Warren.
been silent
Yeah.
because I've been doing exactly that.
But with that, as that night comes to an end, three of you are going to have dreams. Delilah, Alexandria, and Mercury, I need you each to roll a d10.
7.
10?
3.
And 3. Nice. So we will open with Delilah. As you find yourself in the Warren Town Hall, it is not rather large, but there is a photo here, like hung up on the wall behind glass. It shows the townsfolk gathering around a mysterious object with expressions of fear and reverence. Normally there'd be an investigation check, but Delilah doesn't have to make that check to notice herself in the photo. That is where we're going on break. We will cover the other two dreams when we get back. All right, Nikki, you can just switch us over to ads. Let me know when the mics are no longer.
Last week was a really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia because this ain't happening?
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the
Yes,
game.
we are here. We got this. Let's go.
You're a time traveling corpse?
I apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Like, there's so much excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah, you cannot be. He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
Might have better.
Fuck you.
I knew we weren't going to get off scot-free from murdering someone. Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. Step 2, you say you wanna see it all the way through. Step 3, you bring me down to my knees. Step 4, you say you're walking out the door. You can't take anymore. But where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running from. I tear my seams apart for you. You sell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel out every breath just like before. You can't take anymore. Where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running from. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running from. We don't know what we're running from. I miss when we were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts. When life was good in the worn-out sneakers. When we were fine about the complications. Those were the days in our tomboy t-shirts. The Information Superhighway. Newcom. Nice of you to join us.
When average teenager Arthur Padrone finds out he's the reincarnation of King Arthur of Camelot, he, Merlin, and Lancelot go on a road trip to find the other knights of the Round Table before Danger catches up to them in this comedy fiction podcast. Listen to Friday Night Fights wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes. Sorry.
All right.
Just
It
taking the
happens.
dog out.
That's why I have mine all set up on timers. But you get that built up. All right. Was it? We had someone had Mary had the 3.
I had the
Uh,
10.
Oh,
No,
Mary
I had the
had
3.
the 10. Okay.
I had
gave Mary
7.
the 3. So I'll give Moss the 10 and uh
Hey, I
Ash
had the
the
3.
7. What's up?
I'm confused.
Oh, these are events, and I did the number 3 event for Mary because I flipped who had what number.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right. Welcome back to Charm City. A new episode of us running Sigil and Shadow. If you're watching live, then you're watching it on Twitch. Otherwise, you're either listening to it in podcast form or catching it on YouTube. But the live shows are on Twitch, which is where you can get involved by tipping, spending channel points, doing subscriptions. There's all kinds of interaction stuff that I need to get way better at doing because also, like, we're ambassadors for Start Playing and should do ad reads for that and everything. I need to get better at my job. But we are back. Last time, Delilah, our psychiatrist, started having dreams of a location that turned out to be Warren, which is a town in Maryland that was flooded. To fill.
That was the loudest.
That was only heard by you guys, by the way. That wasn't heard on stream.
Really?
Yeah, I muted on the stream.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to mute in 2 places and have to then switch back and forth.
No, I get it. It's just funny. I have to do the same thing all the time when I'm running tech.
Loudest thing I've ever heard.
It was so loud.
That's hilarious.
Okay. The town of Warren, which was flooded to fill a reservoir for Baltimore's drinking water. We ended with Delilah having another vision of Warren where she was among the townspeople in town hall. We now come across Mercury. You find yourself in an empty street of a small town. All of the buildings are dilapidated and just kind of crumbling around you.
Yeah, that's how small towns look.
Yeah. Only there's no people at all.
Yeah.
You are in the middle of town, like kind of at the crossroads of Main Street. At your feet, there's something metal that glints in the sun.
I kick it just a little bit, see if it moves.
Yeah, you kick it, it scatters across the dirt and dust.
How big was it?
About the size of a silver dollar.
I look at it
Yeah,
closer.
if you go, you actually inspect it. It's a pocket watch.
Pick it up.
Yeah, picking it up. The glass in front of the hands is cracked, and
Me
the
kicking
time. Maybe. But the hands are frozen at 3:30ish, like around 3:33.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Alexandria,
Yeah.
you find yourself in a garage of some kind, like a woodworker's garage. It is empty and abandoned.
Hello?
No answer.
Oh, this is my worst nightmare. Um,
Give me an investigation.
Quick, maybe there's books.
yeah, I was about to say. 41. Which I know is under my investigation.
So you're in, and this is like an old garage. Again, this town got flooded in the 20s. So this is like a pegboard backed kind of workshop with hanging tools and stuff. And a lot of, I mean, they're all incredibly old. Most of them you'll recognize. However, give me an education check because something's going to catch your eye that seems wrong about some of the tools hanging.
9.
Yeah, your education, especially with what you've been reading, hang on the back where there would be like different size screws and everything, is in ancient Egyptian embalming tools.
I knew it. I knew it.
You all wake up.
Simultaneously?
Where are we all?
Wherever you would be asleep.
Alex doesn't sleep.
Okay. I think Alexandria would probably be at her own house, and she's looking at histories of Maryland. But I think she's gonna immediately wake up.
Mm-hmm.
She's basically sprinting out the door because she's going to Mercury and Mars's house.
Okay.
No warning. Just
everyone gets a special bone because we have a new subscriber.
What? I almost did that.
I technically subscribe for 6 months, so we should get 6 bones, I'm just saying. Or get a bone every month for the next 6 months.
Yeah, it would it should re-up every month and inform us.
Okay, cool.
Because it says resubscribe for 1 month on mine, so it should hit monthly. But with that, did the sub goal go up automatically on the tools? No, so we got to get that fixed. I will fix that later, though. But yeah, everybody wakes up at roughly the same time, at TV the same time.
You guys wake up and Alexandria is banging on your door.
Yeah.
She will let herself in, but
Yeah, Alexandria has a car, doesn't she?
oh, she has a motorcycle.
Yeah, she has a vehicle, essentially.
When I open the door, I just hand Alex a key.
Oh, that's so nice. I don't need it, but thank you.
I mean, this way, you know, you don't have to knock.
Uh-huh.
And I can keep sleeping sometimes.
Right. Yes. Well, sometimes I do just come in because you leave your door unlocked, or sometimes your window is open. I've done that a few times.
Yeah, but yeah, now I can lock the door again.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So there's like a bunch of like places I can come in through.
But now you don't have to do that. You
right.
can just
Yeah. Thank you. That's great.
Yeah.
Did you know that the people in Warren, before they were flooding, before the whole place, went underwater, they had to like dig up all of the graves and stuff and like move the people into like different places. Like that definitely like disturbs something, right? Like that's
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't just leave a graveyard at the bottom of the reservoir for a city's water supply.
Yeah, they had to dig up all of the dead bodies and they had to move them
Bobby,
into
do we need
different-
to have a discussion about all the dams in America?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think they moved any of those people out of there.
Not a ton of dams just were like, oh, we're expanding the dam and it's going to swallow an entire town.
It was like an already established town, so there was like an established like cemetery. And a lot of their and like a lot of
Yeah,
the
Warren
people who lived
existed for
there.
like 100 years before
Yeah.
they just went, we're just gonna flood this town.
Yeah,
So, like-
there's just a lot of flooded towns in America.
Yes. This one
Yeah.
this one is like
Because of racism. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
well
for the benefit of the viewers.
yeah.
Anyway,
This one is a bit unique in the sense that it was a planned destruction. I mean, like a lot of them are, but like this one's like, you know what I mean? Like it was supposed to be very systematic, and I don't think they really did a good job of it. But
yeah,
but they
that's really
but at least
weird.
they had to. So you know, it's kind of like what would be better. You know, they had to move like dig up all of the bodies of their loved ones and move them to a separate, entirely new cemetery and a new church. Like just outside of the boundaries of Warren so that they wouldn't be stuck, but like also would it be better to just like leave them because they were already I assume peacefully at rest, and she's still standing in your doorway, by the way. She's not come in.
Do you want to come inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but I'm just saying like they had to move all of the bodies and like they definitely like disturbed something there. Anyway, I had a dream about it like Egyptian embalming tools, and I don't know if that was like something that like my brain did because I was reading a lot about King Tut. And
that would be out of place.
Right, but I was reading a lot about the Valley of the Kings anyways.
Yeah,
so,
maybe. But that
so,
would have
like, I
been the
don't know.
same time period, right?
Well, yeah, finding the tombs, it would be yes.
Yeah,
It happened the
yeah.
same year, actually.
Yeah.
So that could work.
Maybe
but,
it's related to King Tut.
You know what? I'm in the belief that maybe everything on the planet could be related to King Tut and the curse of his tomb, but like we don't know that yet.
It might be.
It might be.
A lot of people relate My Chemical Romance to 9/11 and everything that it's created to 9/11.
That's so interesting. I'll have to do some research on that. Huh. Anyway, do you have any more ideas? Because I've been thinking a lot about this.
Yeah, I had a dream that I was in Warren too, and
I
but
love
I
that.
had I'm guessing it was Warren. It felt Warren-y. It seems to be the theme. I found there was a pocket watch at my feet. I kicked it. It
Ooh.
might have broke it, but it was at 3:33.
Of course. What
Yeah,
other
of
time
course
would
it was.
I mean, it might be at 4:44, but we're in America, so like it would be much more scary if it was 3:33. You know, because like in
Yeah,
Eastern countries, right.
because it means death. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like it. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting. You know how it's like sometimes in hotels we don't have 13 floors. In America, if you were to go to an Eastern country, actually they don't have fourth floors. Well, they do, but it's like 1, 2, 3, F, and then 5. It's very interesting. What
Yeah,
were
but
we
you're
talking about?
definitely on the 4th floor if you're on the 5th floor.
Well, there is technically a 4th floor. It's just floor F.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's no technically 4th floor. It's just like an F floor.
They're spelling it in English so that it's not the word for death.
They're not even spelling it.
By
They're
F?
calling it F. Yeah.
I mean.
So you know.
For. You know.
Yeah, so floor 4. But anyway, so what I was saying was right, so they moved all the bodies, and then also really weird, I don't know if there's like anything weird with like this flagpole that decayed after 25 years, but like there was a flagpole that was left at Warren, and it was like the only thing that was like not really destroyed is in front of the schoolhouse, and so it was just kind of like sitting there for like 25 years, like under the water, and it finally decayed and it like rotted and stuff. But like that's like really creepy, right? To like
Wait.
yeah, yeah.
We've got like rotted flagpoles in this water, but they moved the bodies.
Right. Well, they destroyed most things, but like you can like they can't really like dig out. They didn't like put concrete in there. It's not. It's just like it's.
I
sure
don't
there's so
understand
much.
what parts are safe to be in this water and what is not.
Oh,
to be honest,
I mean,
I don't understand water.
really, I
thinking.
think that moving the bodies was more of a respectful thing. At this
Oh,
point, rather than a safety thing. Although
digging up bodies is respectful. That's
I mean,
wild.
honestly, that's the thing, right? Because like, would you rather
Yeah.
leave all of these people where you can't ever go and visit them if they're your loved ones? Because the town was only around for 100 years, right? So like, if the town was only around for 100 years, like there are people who like know like pretty much everyone in that graveyard, and that's a community of people. And so like the fact that they can't go and visit those people anymore, like that really sucks. But like digging them up and like putting them in a different cemetery, like that's also like really disrespectful. But it's like what's more disrespectful? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really weird. I don't really
Yeah.
think that people are at their bodies, but I get it.
Yeah, it's more of like even if like the ghosts or like the spirits of those people weren't at the bodies, it's still like a place where the living people can go and like pay their respects to their like loved ones. And so like it's important, like they want to do that like at the physical grave site rather than like more of a like standing off in a distance being like, my grandmother's buried underneath all that water, we can't really go see your grave, but like there she is. And also, wouldn't it be scary if your dead grandmother's body just kind of floated up? Like I would not like that. I would not like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but they're usually buried pretty far under the ground, though, right?
I know, but it's been so long. It's been 100 years. You never know what water can do. Water's a mysterious entity.
So, with this, Delilah, you also woke up from your dream. What did you do?
I kind of sit up in bed, check the clock. And I kind of just like the moment where you lay back down, look at the ceiling, and just says, "It's starting again." And I think she will kind of like try to sleep, but I don't think she's going to be able to. And will instead kind of get up and go to her like secret magic room that is in her attic, and kind of start going through some of her things from before before her aging stopped.
Yeah. Give me a D10 roll.
That is a 10.
Give me another D10 roll. 10 has already been rolled.
That's a 7.
Give me another D10 roll. 3 of these.
If it's a 3, I will scream. It's a okay. It's a 6. Okay. Thank God.
All right. Give me an investigation roll as you look through this stuff, because now I know what's there.
48 out of 60.
Nice. You go up there, and multiple of the boxes have fallen over.
Don't like that.
However, sitting on top of actually, it'll be like sitting at like the top of the banister there is a leather journal.
Um, I think there's a moment where she kind of pauses and there's this look of fear on her face before she just kind of shores herself up back to the normal Delilah that everyone knows here and uh, picks it up, looks at it.
All right. And she pick it up. It's actually fairly heavy as it drips and is just waterlogged.
Um, Delilah kind of, I think she will gently take it to her, up to the attic, where she's got a rather comfy chair, and she'll kind of start piecing through this dripping book.
I was going to say, this is a waterlogged book of paper. How do you want to handle this?
I guess I would try to use some sort of drying spell to kind
Okay.
of like wick the, like, maybe
Yeah.
like draw out the water from the
Yeah,
book.
it's this can be some minor magic.
Okay.
So this would be low magic. You don't have specialization in fire or air magic. So this will just be Arcana -10. So whatever your, I want to say willpower for casting. Yeah, willpower for casting -10. Whatever 10 below your willpower is.
That is 43 of 50.
All right.
Power is 60.
Give me another.
That is a fail at 66.
Oh, that's a critical fail.
Yep.
Yeah, you can
we
spend
do have
bones
a
to
bone,
reroll.
a free bone that up for grabs.
We
or
have a
two.
group bone, and you have an extra individual bone.
Okay, I will use a bone to re-roll that.
And we'll just use the group bone to make it easier because those don't last.
Oh yeah, that is much better. That is a 17
All right.
of 50.
So that's 60% of the way there. Give me another roll.
That is 38 of 50.
You were up to 98% of the way there.
And that is a 48 of 50.
All right. You successfully do this spell. It's going to take a few hours for the spell to fully dry out the book because it's low magic.
It would have been hilarious if you rolled a 1 on that last roll.
But you successfully do all this ritual stuff, and you're pretty sure by like sunrise, the book will dry.
I'm just imagining a magic hairdryer just like floating above it, drying it out.
There's a lot of rice involved.
Yeah, it's just like a sprinkle some between the pages, and then that wicks away the moisture, just like you would with the cell phone.
Okay.
I think that
But yeah.
Delilah, knowing that her investigator friend is an early riser, will just shoot a message because she does not feel great being alone right now.
You immediately get like the 3 dots. And it's just like it goes on for a very long time. And then you get like 3 paragraphs, and it's almost like exactly what she said to Mercury. And then like at the bottom it just says, actually I'm with Mercury right now. I think Mars is gonna wake up at any point. I think they might have already woken up. Honestly, I've been talking for a while. But if you want to come hang out, we're all kind of like talking about stuff and we're having a great time.
Um,
And then she'll send a smiley face
Alexandria
emoji.
gets a message back. I'll be over once the sun is up working on something.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. I'll just be here, and then another smiley face emoji.
Now, gathering up the book, do you want to look through it at all before you go to meet up with everybody? Or are you going to take the book to everybody and look there?
I want to look through it because I'm scared of everything that's if it's a book that I think it is, that gives a lot more information on who I am than I might not want to reveal.
Give
So
me an
she might take
investigation
specific
check.
things out of it. Right. 50 out of 60.
All right. So, his name Blackwood. All right, there we go. So this is the journal. What is Mercury and Mars's last name again?
Felix.
Felix, that's right. Yeah, this is the journal of Samuel Felix. There's a lot of notes in here. Mainly there's clippings from old like 1800s papers from the Warren Gazette about unexplained disappearances and ghostly apparition sightings that seem to have been what brought Samuel to Warren.
Okay. Is there any mention of me or my family?
If you want there to be, there can be.
Oh, I was just gonna say if there is, I'm gonna figure out a way to remove it.
Okay.
But if there's not, which I'm hoping.
We'll probably say that there's like some mention of your family, like helping with one thing that you just like rip that one page out type thing.
It means if you use one of your bones, you got a bone back if you're keeping a secret.
I have a different
longer.
I'm shadowed technically, so I don't get that
Dang
one,
it. Never
unfortunately.
mind.
I know, right? Nah, my other side has to come out in order for that to happen.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be so fun for Delilah. But that's not happened yet. So she'll take whatever pages out that she needs to and probably pick up some coffee and breakfast and head over to Mars and Mercury's.
All right. So we cut to Mars and Mercury's apartment. Delilah having already arrived, everybody like probably at the dining room or kitchen table with this journal.
Does it say specifically where these apparitions were seen?
This is from the Warren Gazette. If you mean like specifically where in town?
Yeah, where in town?
There's a lot of mentions like down by the mill or by the factory, as well as like the woods.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
lots of
I
like
would
dark cloaked figure mentions.
Yeah. And does it is that all that it is, like just being seen, or are they doing anything physical?
I mean, that's all that was reported in the newspaper.
Got it. Okay.
If you want to research the journal itself, you can give me an investigation.
Yeah, I
check.
do. I have many questions. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do investigation here. 8.
Hey, that means you succeed. So, in the notes themselves, it looks like Samuel put a couple jots down of having spotted dark cloaked figures. He thinks that there are people in robes gathering somewhere,
Oh, so not actually apparitions?
not actually apparitions.
Okay.
However, the
Interesting.
disappearances are very
Right.
real.
Okay. That's so interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, it makes sense that they'd be seen in the woods. It also makes sense that they'd be at the mill because, like, we all know that the mill burned down 3 times and it was rebuilt 3 times, right? So, like, that's like something right there. So,
Ashton immediately deep dived on this location, which, like, it's a really good location, like historical location for an adventure. There's so much shit here.
It's really good.
Wait, this place is real?
Yes,
Yeah.
Warren is real. This
Yes.
really happened. I mean, some of the stuff
The
that's
mill
Sigil and
burned down 3
Shadow.
times is
Oh
wild.
yeah,
Yes.
in the history, like the
Yeah.
mill, it burned down 3 separate times and it was rebuilt 3 separate times.
Yeah, we're mixing facts with fantasy.
So yeah, it makes sense. But like, what's really interesting is that is that he didn't think they were actually apparitions. It's just people in cloaks. So this could be a cult thing, which is very exciting. And like it could be a cult kidnapping people, and it could not even be supernatural at all. It could just be
You turn a page and there's multiple arcane runes and just written "He is coming."
Okay, never mind. This is definitely something that's not just a regular person cult. This is
This
like
is giving cult.
This is definitely giving cult, but it's definitely giving a cult that is not just like some random guy in a robe saying like let's kidnap children. It's like it's more like a demonic thing, for sure. Which is very exciting for us. It means more things to investigate, and also I just it's just very interesting for me. But
Look, I
yeah,
get it. You're serving cult, but when I sent that to you, that was a typo.
Yeah.
So
It is dumb, and that's what makes it great.
Oh. Yeah, but what's really interesting is like like even if it was a demonic cult, like I think these people in the cloaks are still like people, right?
Usually how people work.
Right.
At least they were.
At some point.
They also had 3 churches.
Right. Yes, it was. They actually
There's
had
a lot of threes going on here.
They had. Oh gosh, what was it? Yeah, they actually they had 3 total churches in the towns, and they had 0 taverns. They didn't have any place to drink.
That sounds terrible. Why would anybody want to live there?
It was the 20s.
When you imagine like the classic
It's the
small
20s
town
now.
America. You imagine the classic small town America, back in time where like everyone's a good Christian boy, I guess, like that's what this town was. And it was like very small, and it was just all these people like working in the mill and like making an honest living. There were only like 2 crimes like listed in the history, and
Because
none of
they
them
were
were
all
murders.
because they were all hidden probably, and the ones that were actually murders weren't counted.
Well, I mean, you can't really trust a cop, but that was from the sheriff. You know what I mean? Like, there's only 2 like listed crimes.
Is this coming from Wikipedia?
there's a lot of stuff. Like, there's a lot of people have looked into Warren because it's so weird.
That's fair. I think Mars
Like,
keeps looking at her phone and responding to somebody, and then putting her phone down and trying to pay attention again, and keeps zoning out as Alexandria's rambling.
Yeah, no, there's like a whole weird thing where Baltimore was thinking about buying the town, but wasn't sure about it. But then people that were part of the government of Baltimore made a secret deal to buy the town for 176 and some odd $1,000 in 1920, which is a shit ton of money. And then people found out whether or not they would need the location. They agreed to buy it, and people found out, got pissed, and it ended up buying it for half as much. There's a bunch of
It's wild.
yeah, it's wild.
I mean, if we're interested, we can definitely go visit to where the people were relocated to, because I think that'd be very fun and interesting. But we also don't have to right now. If you want to do more research, which I would love to do. But it's up to you.
I'm so sorry. I was looking this place up on my phone.
Yeah, you can very much fall into a hyperfixation with a place like this. There's a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm the fucking person that's been staring at maps of modern day parks because I'm trying to solve a 40-year-old treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a good start for looking up information. There was a lot that happened back then. But yes, there was a cult.
Ooh, Delilah, I had a dream where I was in the mill and there were Egyptian embalming tools. So that probably means something.
I found a watch that was stuck at 3:33, a pocket watch, in my dream.
I see. Well, I'm sorry you all are having those dreams as well.
No, it was great.
You have a very interesting perspective of what great is, Alexandria.
Yeah. I've been told that a lot.
Well, it definitely seems like we're missing information on what having the dreams could mean.
I don't even know all of it. But yes, there was a cult. Things went wrong. And everyone died.
Okay, so so that's not actually written in the record. So I didn't know that everyone died. Are you who all died? Who died?
The entire town. And everyone brought there to save it.
I thought they they said they evacuated it.
The bodies.
So they evacuated the dead people?
Huh?
I mean, what's hilarious, you guys had an entire conversation of why would they move all of the graves?
Did they move the bodies, or did the bodies get eaten by something?
But also, if you had a town that ended up being filled with dead bodies, saying you're moving all the graves is a good cover for all those dead bodies.
Oh.
I mean, somebody would have noticed that these were fresh bodies, wouldn't they?
Did they look fresh? We don't know how they
some
died.
point?
That depends entirely on how much the person was paid to care.
Also, how educated they are. This is 1920s.
I'm sure there was someone smartish enough, like Sherlock Holmes-ish. Not that smart,
Sure, but if they're paid a bunch of money to say, don't look at what you're doing, don't remember it after.
But there were people
I
that were
think
still in
anybody
the town.
Sherlocky would have died in there.
There was like, but there were people that were in the town that were evacuated out of the town. Like the whole town was evacuated, and there's like, records of those people existing
Yeah.
after.
They
People
were
remember
all
living there.
evacuated, sure.
But, like,
Some of people were evacuated.
I'm not confirming anyone's
Right?
story right now.
There's people, real people. Are these accounts real accounts? How deep does this go?
So I think we have to go to that graveyard. The one where they said that they moved all the dead bodies that were already dead before, because I think they're dead bodies that died after.
What? Cast speak with dead?
You know what? I really don't know. I just think
Can
it
we
would be
make
a fun
that
group
a
field
spell?
trip.
You know Umbra, yes.
I was making a D&D joke in game.
Yeah, but it would be really useful for us.
That's what I was doing.
Sure, let's go there.
Really?
Delilah kind of looks very solemn and quiet.
I say you could go to where the bodies were moved to. You could go to the reservoir where Warren actually still is.
I don't think we're ready for that.
Well, it's all like on the same road anyway.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So yeah, it's like very close. They did not move the bodies far.
No.
What time is it right now?
Pretty early in the morning.
Like 7 a.m.
Okay. I'm
Perfect
just
time to
making
go
sure
to the
we're not about to
graveyard.
do this at 1 a.m. again.
No, we were sleeping. I was sleeping at 1 a.m. You were probably
I wasn't.
still
Right.
researching.
So
avoiding
where are
sleep.
you guys going to? Also, Mars, you are doing that stuff on the computer?
On my phone, but yes.
On your phone? Okay. Yeah, so where are you guys going?
The graveyard, the church where they moved. the
Should
Baptist church.
maybe do some like protection shit before we do that?
Oh yeah, we can do that. We're technically not even going into the area that Warren was. We're actually going outside of Warren, so
We don't know what we're dealing with.
Oh yeah, for sure,
or how
No,
big
no,
its
no.
range is.
Yes. We should definitely do some protection or something. Yeah, absolutely.
What am I saying? I'm insatiably curious and abrasive. I mean, fuck that. I guess we're doing this. Sorry, as soon as I started researching stuff, a different character came into play.
No.
Laura was here for a second.
I think, yeah, I think that I mean, like, we're not really gonna like do anything like weird. We're not gonna summon anything, so it's like totally fine. You know what I mean? It's just a casual field trip. It's just a fun group field trip that we're all gonna go on together.
Honestly, we're gonna be fine. With together, we can kick everybody's ass. Plus, I have my shotgun, so
I love that. Yes,
it'll be great.
I've got a whip that does things, I'm sure.
Have you
I
been
have a
practicing
Probably.
with that?
so we're fine.
Because you kept missing. Have you been practicing? I mean, I know you've been doing a lot of research, but like you missed the bad guy like 4 times last time you tried to use the whip. So I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, there's not a lot of places for me to practice using a fucking 10-foot whip.
The roof.
6-foot width. How long is this whip? I don't know. How long are whips?
You could just use the roof.
Google, how long are whips?
Yeah, that's not quiet at all.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just it's fine.
And then a drone catches me whipping on the rooftop.
Just say you're practicing for the Ren Fair.
Yeah.
There's a whip guy there.
Yeah.
There's always a whip guy.
He has a TikTok.
I've seen it.
Yeah, you'll be
I love
shocked
that
to see
guy.
his study.
It's canon. He exists in this world too.
This.
Can we get him as an ally?
Only Mercury
Bring in
can.
Chuck's a whipper.
Mercury can if she gets a train her to help her learn how to do these a little better.
Then I actually like get weapon skills, so it actually does something.
Yep.
That's
Or we could just let me use my shotgun and it'll be fine. I can
I mean,
shoot
I'm not
almost
gonna
anything.
stop you. I'm not gonna stop you, but like
It works
I also have this.
most of the time, 100% of the time.
We're having this conversation in the car.
Yeah. I also can I just like do a work on my re-up my protection spell in the car? Anybody want to help me with a
I
spell?
was gonna say, how you want to do the protection? You have to figure out what your catalyst is, so what you're burning for the spell. Are you
So
charging
this is
a
one that
spell?
this is one
binding
of
a
the
spell?
sigils that is already on her
Okay.
on Zim.
Cool. That'll give you a location to bind to it.
Yeah. So it's one of like it's a previous spell that they're just redoing. Because it wasn't a permanent one, but the tattoo is.
You just keep going over the same spot over and over again, and the tattoo artist is like, please stop. Please.
I mean, I'm the one with the tattoo gun doing this.
I know,
to
but
myself.
other tattoo artists are like, please stop.
Okay, so
you're
I'm just
doing it.
copying it like next to it. I don't know.
Next to
What
it.
I don't know how do I make this happen? How do I tattoo magic? Thought I had this figured
Take
out.
a Sharpie and a needle.
I've got a portable tattoo gun. This is what they normally use.
I mean, I'll help you if you need it. But I think it would just be moral support.
You know, the roles are to help me figure out how I'm redoing this tattoo without, you know,
I wanna pick the
upsetting tattoo
color.
artists everywhere.
I don't actually care.
Maybe I just need. I should go into a tattoo shop and be like, "Hey,
No,
I've got this character that does magic with tattoos. Help me figure out how this could work."
Oh, you meant in real life.
Yeah. Ricky already knows this. They got one under their eye that they go over in order to summon the visage. You know what? This is just how it's gonna have to be. Maybe it's like a slight trace. Like it gets a little bit wider each time.
You actually maybe
And
you don't even
just-
put you don't even put ink in there. You just have to go over and like freshen it up.
Ooh. That's good.
Make it bleed again.
Also, like I could do like lip tattoos and stuff that does fade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna get one that says Panera Bread.
just the logo.
Yeah. But it would say Panera Bread under it. So
Delilah is gonna work on her Vita spell that like shines the light on, like we used back with the hospital ghost.
Yeah.
She'll prep that spell before we leave.
All right. Do that, and then you're prepping a protection spell, Mercury.
Yeah, and it's totally a lip tattoo now. It's the inner lip tattoo.
So I did look it up. You can tattoo. You can tattoo over the same area as many times as you want. They just recommend you give it enough time to heal to avoid scarring.
Mm-hmm.
But you can keep tattooing over the same spot. If you're doing the same design, it won't do anything. If you're doing different designs, it'll eventually look really shitty, but
It says cult with a typo.
All right. So, what level of protection are you trying to do?
Use different words.
Like,
Low mid.
how strong of wards and protections are you looking to do?
Oh, you know, enough.
I'm assuming you're asking
Alright.
if they're doing a low or a mid spell.
Yeah, are you
Oh, yeah.
looking for it to fill a small room or like a modest home?
Like me and my body.
Yeah, so small room. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
I don't
I
think I'm that
need
big, but yeah.
all right, -10. So this should just be equal to your willpower because your bonuses should cancel out to the difficulty.
Okay, and that is 65. Wait, hold on. We're doing car artists, and I have plus 20%.
Oh, you have 2 ranks in car artists?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, then yeah, this is 10 higher, so 75. You're taking -10 for the difficulty.
And we said Alexandria is helping.
Well, that's a 95.
If Alexandria is helping, they're rolling too,
If
right?
Alexandria is helping, Alexandria can roll Arcana.
Yeah, I was helping. 26.
See, so that's not a failure now.
So it's willpower minus whatever.
Mm-hmm. All right, then we also need a roll from Delilah for doing yours. And what is it you're making again, Delilah?
Gosh, I have it in a document, but it's basically a lantern that it uses Vita magic to basically make like a healing, not like healing glow, but I can't remember how I described it. I believe it was a medium spell, technically, if I'm remembering it right.
Yeah, so it's a -20 total. If you have 1 rank in Vita, it'll be your willpower -10.
Yeah, it's like a protective light that basically within the light, you have a bonus to like resist things, if I remember right.
There's a buffs one.
21.
All right. 21 works. All right, next round. Unless Mars is helping Delilah. I don't know.
I was messaging asking if I was changing that around.
I mean, if you want to go that path, I would say we'd probably play it out some more still.
Okay, so are we going to use just like Arcana normal with no difficulty or no negatives?
You can just do a flat Arcana for it to make up for that.
Is that logic or willpower?
Willpower for this.
No, I don't help on that one.
Okay. So yeah, round 2 from Mercury and Alexandria.
I'm going off my own stats, not
Mars's, right? You're going off your own stats. So Arcana is when casting, it's your willpower.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have extra rank, so it's flat willpower minus difficulty. So it's whatever 10 below your willpower is.
Yeah, shit.
21.
Because I got a 59 and my willpower is 60. So
21 got it. So that's up to 47. All right. Delilah and Mars can both make checks.
25. Just a success.
And this is willpower?
Yes.
And then, so it's 10 minus my normal arcana.
Yeah.
Aren't you ranked in Vita?
I'm rank 1 Vita.
So then.
Yeah.
But it's a medium spell, so I didn't
It's a medium spell, so it's minus 20.
Okay.
So plus 10 minus 20 equals minus 10.
Gotcha.
So that's 50 max, so that's a miss.
So 25 for me then.
Or I'm gonna use a bone, just one of my personal bone.
You
Okay.
still got a
I'll
success
use
because Nikki got a success.
for a group. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
since Nikki got success, you're good.
Okay, awesome. Great.
Yeah, doing this in teams makes magic so much safer.
Sorry, I'm having like rapid fire spasms, so I apologize if I'm not.
No,
okay.
you're fine. You're fine.
That's why we're here to remind.
Mercury and Alexandria, give me another round as you're prepping.
6.
79, so that's a miss.
But 6 is a hit, so I mean it's not much, but you're up to 53. And Delilah and Mars.
14.
98, so that's a miss for me.
14, so you're up to 60. All right. Round 4.
40.
34.
All right. So that's actually a 50% increase. So you guys are done.
That was 4 rounds. Each round was a letter.
Yeah.
47 for me, which is
Okay. Oh, that means you guys will be done. Because you were at 60.
Cool, because I failed.
What was that?
I said cool because I failed.
So with that, you guys have a award that is going, when used, will help out for a while. I was trying to double check duration. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. So the spell is going to last. Any of these spells will last a few minutes or a scene of game time, since you didn't like add extra modifiers for it to last even longer. So you have your sigils charged in your items. We can now actually go.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah. I need to remember those adjustment rules. But yeah, so you guys are going to the church in the graveyard. Okay. You arrive at this old church. I mean, a bunch of bodies were moved here 102 years ago, basically. It's an incredibly old church. It's an incredibly old graveyard that's already very full.
Does the church look like it's still active?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. Well,
Wait, we're in Warren
Cool.
now?
You're not in Warren. You're at the place where they moved the bodies from Warren before they flew.
Okay, sorry. I thought that was still part of Warren. That's why I was confused. Okay.
No.
It's like right outside of it.
It's not far from Warren, but Warren itself is entirely underwater.
That's what I thought that I was. That's why I was confused. I was like, how did we get inside the church?
The car is underwater.
It's a sub now.
Yeah. And I think Alexandria is gonna just like she's not gonna like book it, but she's definitely like power walking towards the cemetery. And she has like a binder full of like loose papers that has names of people in war that were in Warren and people who died in Warren like on the record. And she's just trying to compare like names on gravestones and stuff.
So, as you're there comparing that, give me an
follow her.
investigation check.
She's not wandering off alone.
12.
I'm very tempted to just be like, you find wrought iron, but as you follow it, it begins to bend and twist in a non-Euclidean way.
God damn it, Bobby.
But no, there is a weathered gravestone you can find. Hold on.
So we found a gravestone.
Yes.
What does it say?
I need someone to roll a d5, which is basically roll a d10 and cut it in half.
Sounds like math.
4.5, so 5, I'm assuming, because I got a 9.
Yes. A winged skull with an hourglass. Instead of a name or any information, one of the gravestones.
Does that symbol look familiar?
You can give me an education check.
Can I also do that?
Yes.
Cool. I got a 1.
11. of 40.
So that's a critical success. Oh, that is interesting. With an 11, first of all, both of you succeed that it seems familiar but modified. And you realize it's almost like a portmanteau of symbols for both I'm going to butcher this name. Diakokutin, as well as Plutus. I did not want to enunciate
You gonna send us that spelling there?
that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I definitely do that. But both of them are deities for wealth.
Dayakukutan. Dayakukutan.
Yeah, you get stuck on the exact same spot my mouth gets stuck on.
Is it Greek?
It's Japanese.
Oh, then it's
Daikokuten.
right.
So
It's
Daikokuten.
Daikokuten.
Okay, I actually wasn't that far off.
Probably. I have to see it written
folded.
in Japanese, but
Yeah.
Here, I can send it.
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, probably. Daikokuten. Yeah. Yeah. Dai is big. There. No, that's
the
person.
Hindu, Buddhist version of the Hindu
I don't
deity.
remember. My
Shiva.
kanji sucks.
Okay. I know of this one.
One of the 7 lucky gods.
You're muted, Ashton.
Motherfucker. So the real villain is capitalism.
It always is.
It always is.
Shh.
Don't give it away.
You're ruining the ending.
I mean, that's why the town was sold in the first place. I get it. It all makes sense.
Oh, evidently it means God of the Great Darkness in English.
Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah. God of money. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you guys find.
What was the other one?
He's also
Plutus?
known as the god of 5
Plutus.
cereals.
It's that one I knew of. I just didn't know the second one off the hand.
Do we find these symbols anywhere else in the graveyard?
No, not in the graveyard.
Just there. Okay.
Just at this one grave.
It's also
And there's
personification of wealth.
there's no name at all. There's nothing, just those symbols.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm suddenly reading about this god, and they're fun. He brings prosperity and invites fortune, especially in the kitchen for his blessing of the 5 cereals, including wheat and rice. One tradition called Fukunshubi holds that those who steal household shrines dedicated to him, if they're not caught, they're blessed. Go steal from other people who also worship me. If you're good at it, I give you my blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Should we leave cereal here? It's not a shrine, it's a grave. But okay.
Oh, this is a syncretic deity. So it's the Buddhist version of. Originated from Mahakala, the Buddhist version of the Hindu deity Shiva.
How we know that we are autistic? As we hyperfixate on random knowledge.
Weird.
What? This channel hyperfixating on gods?
Weird.
But yeah,
Nonsense.
does anyone currently
Absolutely.
have training in mysticism?
Yes.
Active. Yes, I thought so. So all of you, no one's been like opening their third eye.
I will.
I've been trying not to do that on purpose.
I think Mars will as soon as they get to the graveyard when everybody else starts looking around, because she's like, this place is spoopy and I know ghosts should be here, so third eye.
All right, yeah, give me a mysticism roll. That is willpower based.
That is a 44 out of 50, so critical success.
Nice. This is actually very good. Your third eye opens. What does it look like when your third eye opens again? Don't your eyes like go gold?
No, that was Karen.
No,
Her eyes.
That's weird web.
Her eyes are. I think they were fiery originally.
Yeah.
Which, We can go with. I think what makes more sense though is like a more of a hazy fogginess.
Yeah,
Not like
almost
cataract.
Something really
Not
trippy.
yeah, not quite cataracts, but like literally like someone put like a fog over her eyes and it moves like the fog.
Yeah, it swirls and everything.
Yeah.
Since you had a critical success, high or low? Because there are two people.
Hi.
All right. Do you want to get to know an ally or an enemy better?
I need opinions.
Up to you.
Fuck.
I mean, if we're specifically looking for information, ally would give us information on the
We're gonna
enemy.
give you info, just different info.
I guess ally.
Ask your pendulum.
It's too far away. It's in my purse.
As you open your eye, near the gravestone is an old man. Again, in like his 60s. He looks familiar. There's parts of him that are definitely familiar.
She like tilts her head a little bit and goes, "You don't happen to be, what was his name again?"
Samuel Felix.
Thank you. You don't happen to be Mr. Samuel Felix.
You got my book. And that is where we are going to end this week.
Oh, I got chills.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
And we will be back with more Sigil and Shadow next week. But until then, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. On Tuesday, we have a brand new show coming out called Struggle Bus. That is not going to be hosted by me. It will be hosted by Mary, who's also here. But we hope you guys come hang out, check that out. I do believe we're going to be talking about session zeros for our first episode. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk TTRPG. We're going to do some dumb stuff because that's what we do. And it's probably going to go off the rails. But feel free to check that out on Tuesdays. Check the next episode of Sigil and Shadow Charm City on Friday, or go check out our YouTube channel, which has all the other stuff, including the backlog of all of these, which includes, I guess, technically 9 episodes because we have the one shot plus 8 episodes. Prologue to this. But until then, thank you, everybody, and good night. But I can't turn off the